Alright, we're live.
Are we live this time?
We're actually live this time.
You got it? Hey! Hey everybody, I'm Steveo the Gamer, and with me today,
Sydney Williams.
and you're going to be watching two champions and a stack of cards. So we've designed this show. We're going to try and do it every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're on there.
Yeah, so basically this show is going to be about the two of us putting together some timelines and rediscovering some cards for Genesis Battle of the Champions.
Some would say we're exploring the library.
Exploit. Hey, yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I like that. So, with two championships under our belt and him winning this year's, I won back in 2019, and we're waiting for Origins.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, we're not expecting Origins until mid of next year.
It's got some time.
July. Well, that's mid-year,
Okay,
right?
fine, that's mid-year.
That's mid-year. So it's going to give us a lot of time to resurface,
Yeah.
I think, is the best way to put it. Some older cards for Genesis. So a lot of new players getting into the game.
Mm-hmm.
They only have access to J2.
Utilizing the old stuff that people might be missing out
on, yeah. So, I mean, I've been playing since 2018. I know a lot of deck styles, created a lot of timelines since I've been playing Genesis. You're relatively new.
Fairly new, since about 2021.
Fairly new, but I know recently here at the store you've been experimenting with a lot of stuff, and I know you're checking out the card database, which is really cool. So anybody that's interested in exploring further what we're going to be talking about can look on www.genesisbattleofchampions.com, and it has the full complete, and I believe it's been updated.
I think so.
Yeah.
If it's not, they're working on it.
There's still, yeah, because I know there was some stuff missing from Ray's, and I had brought that to his attention, but I'm pretty sure he said he got it fixed. But the entire card database for Genesis is out there. So, and I mean, there were a lot of cards going from Alpha Beta into J, and then into Ray's. That got missed out on when they printed J2. So I mean, some of the newer players don't know of these cards and how they work in specific timelines, right? So, and I think with Origins coming as well, I think our meta is going to shift.
Oh yeah.
In a big way. So getting 12 new champions, in how they operate. We're getting Phage, which is the 5th affiliation for the game. It's going to shift things a lot.
We're seeing some affiliation combinations that have not existed yet.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Any one in particular you're super excited for?
Not in Origins.
Really?
Yeah, although there are definitely ones I'm looking at, but none I'm specifically trained on 100% yet.
Okay.
Jeff has a nice little comment for you.
Jeff's watching. Is that today? Mug of water there so you can throw it in Sid's face when he beats you. No, this is my cup of Java. Yeah, we're having coffee while we're chatting. No, Jeff, sorry, I don't hit people or throw things at them, but anywho.
So it's sweet, so it will hurt at least.
But anywho, back on topic. I'm super excited to see Axon Thymos. So people that watch One Side of the Coin, I've mentioned it many a times. However, recently I took a look at Bellum Chaos, which we haven't seen either, too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be pretty interesting. But we don't want people to forget about some of the older cards. Hopefully they will get reprinted coming up. I know there's a good handful of them that we're gonna probably see in Origins that haven't seen a reprint since Beta.
There might be some that see retools.
Yeah.
Maybe make them a little bit better, a little bit cheaper, a little bit more accessible.
Exactly, right? And but we don't want to forget about all the old stuff either,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, there's so many good cards outside of the bad ones as well.
Yeah.
Like I mean, just looking at the elementals alone, like I know the game has shifted a lot to focus on like elemental damage.
Yeah.
So you have your water damage or your air damage and whatnot. Now people don't think of those previous elementals, right, that were released that have never seen a reprint since Beta. Like, do you think that potentially those could transition into being reused, or will we? I'm almost certain to say that we won't see those elementals again reprinted because of
Not
how unuseful they
Yeah,
are, so to speak, right?
fully. Like, they're decent as just hit the board and do some damage with it, but
Yeah.
overall, it's not gonna. There's no specific reason to use them over anything else of that same chi value.
Yeah. I think the curve level on them was way too low. Did not gain any popularity whatsoever. Like, even back then when they first came out, and it's like, for lack of summons,
Yeah.
we were using them, right? But and then it's just like, once Welcome to Jay came out, and it's just gave us so much more, right? And they just kind of forgot about them, right?
Yeah.
But then in Rays, we saw the pillars.
No, yeah.
So, I mean, I personally thought to myself, it's like, okay, well, the pillars giving the weakness to the element, or like the elemental weakness. Could these elementals be used again, right? Could they be relevant in the game? But again, it was like playing it out. It was like just wasn't fast enough, right? With as fast as the game was going, and it just kind of got pushed right out of the meta altogether. And I don't think we'll ever see a reprint on them, but who knows? We'll see what Haunted Castle has to bring us.
I'm holding out for that basic pillar.
The basic pillar.
Yeah.
There
There isn't one, but there should be.
There should be.
All the basic damage that you do
Ooh, that
gets the weakness.
would be a good card pitch. Good card pitch for the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So for our viewers, if you don't know about the Kickstarter for Origins, they've reached quite a few stretch goals already. So I think basically they have it set up now that if you're a backer for the Kickstarter, you can pitch cards.
Yeah.
Pitch card concepts. They're going to review them all, and hopefully some of the backers for the Kickstarter ideas will be pushed in there. It would be really interesting. It would be really interesting.
I think if we hit 10,000 fans on Facebook, another pitch event hit as well.
There'll be another one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Facebook community.
I must have missed that one. I didn't see it, but I'm so busy. One thing, I just slipped my mind. Oh, yeah, Future League. You remember, you're part of Future League, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Future League too, if you want to get involved in that on the Discord especially, or Tabletop Simulator. I don't really play on Tabletop or ever do it in person.
Neither
but
myself.
yeah, so for Future League, basically it's play testing. So the company pitches us card ideas and concepts, and we play test it to make sure that it's not broken. We give feedback. So I participated. I look at the list. I build the timeline. The majority of the time, because I don't like playing on TTS very much, I play it by myself, right?
No, yeah.
So it's like I'll take an existing timeline that I have already. I'll build the Future League timeline, and I play it out, right? Best case scenario kind of thing, right? Just to get a feel of how these cards are going to work, how they're going to operate in the future. But it also gives me the idea, how do they coincide with the older cards?
Yeah.
Right? So
The thing I've found with that is that even if you're playing as though you don't have knowledge of the other person's hand,
yeah.
there is still that little pill of knowledge that you have there. So you're playing in a way that might be inoptimal for one hand versus another.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the game does rely on initial draw.
Yeah.
I think heavily relies on it. If you're not drawing that hand that you need, are you going to end up struggling later on in the game? Or if you do draw that perfect hand kind of thing, which you know all about, right? The championship, it was absolutely amazing. But yeah, for Future League, it's testing out the cards, seeing how they work. If you want to get involved, check out the Discord. I think the information's on the Genesis website as well.
Yeah.
So, but sorry.
For the stuff we're doing today,
Yeah.
we're taking a pile of cards. Not necessarily a pile of cards. We're looking back in the history.
We are going back, yes. So, Sid and I got together, and we when we were talking about the concept for the show, because he came to me and he had asked me if anybody had made a deck based around Mirage Oasis. You want to explain what that does?
So Mirage Oasis, it's an alteration. You put it on an unoccupied spot anywhere on the arena. When something plays an attack ability, they lose 1 health. So if you play it multiple times, you're paying that cost to play your ability.
Yes.
And it surprisingly strong. Combine it with Idris with her fireball ability, which is not an attack.
It's not an attack. That's right.
So
So
you
she can
basically-
surround herself,
Yeah.
protect herself using it, still be able to throw out that fireball
Make it
without
safe hit.
taking. Yeah, exactly, 100%. Do you see any downfalls in this before we go
facing-
into to testing it out here?
Facing AoE decks, it becomes a little bit less prevalent. Facing very mobile decks, it's not the greatest. I did the original idea was to take down fighters, like the deck that I had built for the championship. I couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
If I'd faced this and there was a pile of Mirage Oasis there, wouldn't have been able to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's definitely overlooked card that came out in Raised. It did not get a reprint in J2, so it's yeah. So he built a timeline focused around that. Me, I played this timeline before in the past. This is a variation of it because of the stuff that's come out recently to boost this timeline. And I'll give a quick apology to Jeff because I know he's been working. He thought he was creating something new, but this is something that we had thought of a long time ago. So I'm going to be showcasing Quicksand. So this is my alteration. So Quicksand, you place it on an unoccupied spot in the arena for the cost of only 8 aura. But it has a continuous ability, so champions and summon on Quicksand cannot move or rotate. So they're basically bogged down on top of this card. However, it does have a decay, so at the beginning of each round it loses 1 life. It starts off with 8 life. It's a 5 cheat card. So basically 8 rounds and it's gone. But I mean, in this game, with the speed of the game,
8 rounds.
Is lengthy, right?
Like the entirety of the game, right?
Well, pretty close to it. So I've structured my timeline based around this, with some other spicy stuff in it as well. So I think what Sid and I are going to do, he's going to test out how well Mirage Oasis works. I'm going to test out the ability of Quicksand, and we're going to try and troll each other on the battlefield or here in the arena. Now, we did, just a quick note, we did test these yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we held a raised box tournament. Neither one of us were really focused on going for that box, and we wanted to test out these decks. I made some adjustments to mine since yesterday, not a whole heck of a lot, but just a slight little bit. And but I'll go into that further after the battle. Anything else you want to say about yours?
No changes to mine from yesterday. I found it's kind of hit and miss. It depends. Really.
Yeah, I mean, well, again, it's consistency, but I'll discuss the changes that I make, and we'll go from there. So we're going to go into a battle.
Yay, transitions.
Making it work. We're making it work. This
Making
you?
it work
That's me.
with one camera.
Right. Yeah.
Rolling. Get that 8.
It's got an 8. I didn't get it.
5.
I didn't get it. So yeah, basically, my timeline alone is meant to go first,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And it has to, right? But we're gonna see.
6.
And 6.
OCD wants to fix this.
With that extra knowledge, I'm gonna go first.
Alrighty.
Good luck to you.
You as well.
I'll move up 1.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and dip into some stuff. I will.
So I chose Erica for this timeline mostly because of her aura. The only fear is her low life, right?
Yeah.
So, but
I'll pay 4 to play a Fire Fiend.
oh boy.
And I'll also pay 14 for Giant Scorpion.
Oh, he threw scorpions in here. Alrighty.
Then I'm gonna pay 5 to Fireball Erica for 2.
Yep, I'll take that damage. Brings me down to 16. Okay, so for me, I'm going to start off and spend 10 aura, and I'm going to gain that health back with Angel's Embrace.
Sounds good.
So I gain 4. Raising up to 20. And then we'll spend 5, 6, 7, 8 for the quicksand.
Okay.
Right there. And then I'm going to spend another 8, and I'm going to place another quicksand right here.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pop off 14. I'm going to put my own scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
And another scorpion. Those all being exerted. And I'll exert myself. So go to next round.
Next round.
Next round. Okay, so like I said in the explanation before, the quicksand does have a decay, so instantaneously it goes from 8 to 7. Okay, now you go to the draw. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting.
So putting the 2 quicksands there, I'm trying to bog you down. I wasn't expecting the giant scorpion right off the bat.
With my Idris, I'm going to move over to the right one.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and get the reason for the deck. Pay 11 to put in a Mirage Oasis.
Yep.
Pay 11 to put in a Mirage Oasis. Then I'll pay 5 to fireball your giant scorpion for 2.
Oh, he's going after the scorpion.
And exert myself.
So to bring him down to 2. Okay. Yeah, that was a smart placement on the Mirage because it is adjacent, even though I can fire at you from the corners.
Mm-hmm.
So
With this, I figured I have to be more aggressive.
you're gonna have to be a little more aggressive, yeah. I gotta watch out for the awareness on the scorpions.
Ooh.
Glare on the cards.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's much better.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold off and wait to see what you're gonna do with that scorpion, and I'm gonna spend 5, and I'm gonna place a lion mane right here,
Okay.
and I think I'll just exert Erica on this one.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I will take my Fire Fiend and move him over twice and exert him there.
Okay, still not moving that scorpion.
I think it's in a pretty good position.
He's in a good spot, yeah. I think I'm just going to push here and regret this later and exert there.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to call your gambit. I'm gonna move my scorpion into your quicksand,
Sure.
and then I'm gonna target your scorpion on your right there for 3 damage.
Yes, I'll. I have no response to that. So
Alrighty.
you'll be down to 1.
And I'll pass to you.
Yep. You being bogged down there, I'm going to move my scorpion to the corner,
Okay.
and I'll exert.
Alrighty.
Everything's fully exerted?
Yeah.
All right,
Sounds like
next
round.
round.
Okay.
And draw.
Yes. Now I have lead. What I'll do, I'll move Idris up 1.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and pay another 11 for Mirage Oasis.
Jesus.
Then I'll pay 5 to fireball your scorpion to kill it.
Yep. Think can't do anything. This scorpion is going to hit this Mirage Oasis for 3.
Alrighty. Move my Fire Fiend up too.
Activate line main. It's gonna he'll rotate and move
Okay.
and initiate hop.
Alrighty. Doing 3 damage. Kills my Fire Fiend. With my Scorpion in the position that he is. Can't move, so I'm going to target Erica for 3.
Yep. Brings me down to 17. Okay, because it's bogged down, I gotta get out of that. So I think I'm just going to take Erica, throw myself in the corner, protected by the line main for now, and exert,
Okay.
which should take us to next round, right?
Yeah, looks like next round. Okay. Activate Idris. Move over 1.
Mm-hmm.
Pay 16 for the healing fire. Give my Scorpion 4.
Oh, I thought you were doing the quicksand there.
Oh,
for
yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense, actually. I'm going to give the Scorpion 4.
Yep.
Give myself 3. Scorpion goes back for another 2, and then back to myself for 1. Taking my Scorpion to 10 health, and then gaining 4 myself. Then I'll pay 1 life and exert for the underworld knowledge.
No fireball. Okay, so I need to clear a path. So I will take my line main up there
Okay.
and exert it. It's kind of useless, but it can block.
With my Scorpion where he is,
Mhm.
no eligible targets. He's
Just
gonna have
gonna
to
exert. Okay. I'll activate this Scorpion to get rid of this one.
Alrighty.
And then it leaves me just Erica left. I will rotating her this way.
Mm-hmm.
Get myself out of that Scorpion's awareness. I'm going to spend 8. And I will drop a quicksand behind you.
Ooh.
why not? Because I got to keep up the trend of seeing at least 1 out of 2 that exist in this timeline. Long story short, there's only 2 in the timeline, and I've all day yesterday I've seen them every single round.
Yikes.
Does have a ranged attack, but 3G balance. I'll summon him there, and I think I'll just exert Erica there to go to next round.
Yeah, that sounds like next round.
So these will drop to 4. Finding these style decks have a tendency to go lengthier matches.
Yeah.
Oh, draw.
You draw.
Okay.
Okay. Because I do have some options, I'm gonna move Idris back 1.
Ooh, he's locking himself.
Lock myself there. Pay 14. Drop another giant scorpion.
Sounds good.
And then pay 16 for another healing fire. So
Yep.
it'll go 4 to this scorpion, 3 to this scorpion, 2, and then 1 to myself.
Yep.
First 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll pay 5 to fireball that scorpion in the back there.
Yep.
And it's your go.
Okay. And I'll hit for 1.
Okay. You'll take 1 life.
Oh, yeah, it does too. Yep.
Okay. Scorpion, still locked down. No eligible targets.
Can't do anything. Yep.
He'll just exert.
You're fully exerted. I'm going to move my lion mane down here
Okay.
and exert him. And then for Erica, I'm going to go 1, 2, or sorry, 1. Five, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to put another quicksand there
Okay.
to prevent that scorpion from going anywhere.
He's in a pretty good spot. He's fine to rotate.
He's okay to rotate, yeah. Just cannot move. And why not? To throw another baboon spider. I got them both, right?
Oh, God.
The odds.
Looks like
And because of Erica's fabulous ability of being able to summon these from the subconscious, I will summon a Baihu to exert
already.
for the round.
Looks like next round.
Yep. So we're gonna lose some life on these. Yeah, as soon as this gets down, oh, you got. Oh, he's not a thing. Yeah, so many tokens, counters are all over the place. Here we go. And
Draw.
draw. Yes, that's what I needed.
Okay. I'm going to be honest, I'm fine with basic attack 1s. Not a big fan of basic attack 2s. So I'll rotate my giant scorpion and attack your Baihu for 3.
Going after the bite. Alrighty. Takes it off of me, so which I'm alright with that. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and the baboon will hit you for 1.
Well, I was going to escape anyway, but I'm going to pay 7. The
The
decoy,
decoy,
red.
yep.
Any response?
No response to your decoy.
Okay.
That's okay.
And 94 dies.
Yeah, which is definitely the decoy gives you that advantage to get off those quicksands.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use a turn just to exert the giant scorpion.
Okay. So with that, I will activate the lion mane
Mm-hmm.
to exert there.
Alrighty.
Pass the turn to you.
I will move to the left once.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and pay 1 life to Underworld Knowledge.
Sure. I'm not going to object you to you losing life.
It takes me to 28. So.
Yeah.
I pass it to you. And your Erica and Baboon Spider. With this many alterations on the board, it can get a little bit busy.
It is a very busy arena at the moment. A lot going on. Which I think, looking at the meta, though, it's like a mass confusion to a player trying to figure out everything, like all the possibilities of what could happen in a board state as such, right?
Mm-hmm. All these specific things that can be done. And all the little changes in the areas.
Exactly. I think I'm going to move 1.
Okay.
Even though this is going to drop within your awareness. Oh, one thing we forgot to do. Oh no, that was at the beginning there. That one was new last round, so technically it should have 7. If I recall. Down 1. Let's try it. It's risky, but I'm going to place another scorpion there.
Okay.
Let's go with 9 again for another buy.
Okay.
To exert, so that should be round.
You got your Baboon Spider.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and swing.
No, I think I will. Well, I mean, it's gonna die either which way. He can't really swing because it just kills him.
Yeah.
However, what I can do to avoid the death when you're exerted, I will bog my own Baboon Spider down by moving here, and I'm gonna hit your Scorpion for 1.
Sounds good. Take him to 9.
Yeah. Every point counts on those massive giant scorpions. So that should be round then.
Yeah, it looks like round.
Yep. Okay,
Alrighty.
so I'm gonna go through this process. You go down. You go down. You go down. Move my exerts. Thank you. And top deck in. As I found out yesterday, I do that a lot.
Okay. We could always open up some options. Yeah, I'll use my giant scorpion to attack your giant scorpion for 3.
That going to be able to reach him this turn, so I think what I'll do in response is hit yours back for 3 as well.
Alrighty.
Which put me down to 1.
Takes me down to 6.
Okay.
Here's your go.
I'm going to utilize this baboon, lock him down here, and attack your scorpion for 1.
Sure.
In response to that, my other will attack you as well.
No responses.
So that will. Before I lose those sands, right?
Yeah. With Idris, my options are looking a little bit limited. So I'll do the good over mover 1.
Yep.
And I'll attack the giant, the quicksand.
Same for 1. Yep. Stay away from that side. Wow. Crazy scenario. Just gonna move here.
Okay.
And insert. Do you have anything left? Oh, you
My
got 1 scorpion.
impotent scorpion.
The impotent scorpion.
Only 2 turns left.
Yeah. We need it. I think what we need is an alteration that'll, like, if it stays on, summon stays on for a certain amount of time, kills it, right?
Yeah.
Because you think about it, what does quicksand do? It engulfs you. It kills you. In the long run.
I'll be honest. Would that work on a gigantic scorpion?
You never know. If you read the lore, there's one chapter where it talks about Malik battling 2 giant scorpions. Right?
Oh, yeah.
He was doing it for fun. He was playing with it. It was like crazy the way it was described. Okay, so I'm gonna activate Erica. We're gonna spend 5, and I'm going to place a line main right here.
Oh wow.
As well as, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I'll just exert Erica there.
Okay.
And I think that I have my last line main.
Yep.
Want to keep some space clear, so he's just gonna chase after you and go in the corner. At this point, he's still useless. Use him as a blocker. Need be. That should be around, right?
Yeah, looks like around.
Okay, so we're gonna lose this quicksand this round. So that's gonna open up some room for you. This one's gonna go down to 5. This one's going down to 1. These are all coming off.
Okay.
And we go to top deck draw for me. It's a good thing I didn't do what I was going to do.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move my giant scorpion back 1.
Yep.
And then attack your line main red.
Yep.
For 3.
I figured you were gonna do that.
It makes sense.
Makes sense. 100%.
You can kill my giant scorpion, but it's gonna take 3 things to do it. But they can't move.
2 can. Or 1 can.
1 can.
I think they're just gonna wait though, because I have a funny feeling I anticipate what you're gonna do, but we're gonna see. I need to reduce that. So I'm gonna activate my scorpion, move him up 1, and target your scorpion for 3.
Alrighty. No response. You'll take the 3 damage.
Pass over to you.
Okay. I will use my free turn.
Yep.
To exert my giant scorpion.
Free turn. My Baihu is going to move over here
Okay.
and exert.
Alrighty. What can I do? Could be some pretty interesting things. Move Idris down one.
Oh.
Meet your lion main rabbit on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pay. 1,
Well, you
2,
can't do anything,
3,
yeah.
4 for dodge.
Okay.
So if I'm able to move, I may move.
Yeah.
And I move right there. And then use my bonus life to pay 3 and put down a Death Eater.
Targeting
Your giant scorpion.
the giant scorpion. Yeah. Yeah. Smart play.
To kill it with its Death Touch trigger. And then
Another overlook card.
Mhm.
Huge, huge, good card.
Then I'm gonna punch your baboon spider for 1. To
Why?
exert. Because it's got 2 health and I don't like that.
He can't do anything. What are you hurting him for? Okay, my go. You're fully exerted, right?
I am fully exerted.
Fully exerted. Okay, so obvious,
Mhm.
just to exert the baboon spider. Erica's gonna move 1.
Yep.
Drop 14 aura for another scorpion.
Okay.
And because I'm running out really quick, might as well. We are going to bring in another Baihu right there
Alrighty.
for exertion
Okay.
to go to next round.
Oh, you got lion mane and the baboon spider.
So the lion mane is going to move here.
Oh no.
Well, I got you semi-surrounded, so trying to lock you down. Aura state.
I have 1 aura left.
You're 1 aura. I'm down to 5.
Oh.
So I mean, this is
It's about to become a slap fight.
it's going to be a slap fight, and basically we're just what we have left on the field for the long run. The baboon, he can't go anywhere, so he's just going to exert to go to next round.
Yeah, looks like next round.
However, this round is going to be really interesting because that scorpion is now free.
The first scorpion I put down.
This one's going to go down to 3. This one's going to go down to 4. I think that's it, eh?
Yes.
Okay, I'll remove my exerts and my top draw.
Alrighty.
So yeah, I'll just place my hand over here.
Yeah, same. I'm just gonna put those there. Those,
exactly.
might be
Neither one of
use-
us playing with a hand now.
Yeah, it might be useful in the future.
Yeah, actually, just for the viewers so they know, like I drew another quicksand,
Yeah.
which I have no way of playing,
I have 2 Mirage Oasis
and a
giant
scorpion. Nice, nice.
Good old useless cards. At
Yep.
This point.
Just knowing very well though that you cannot fireball me any longer.
No.
Keeping Erica out of your scorpion or your summon's attack ranges. But those scorpions are so good.
I will do. Drop my scorpion back to be right next to the lion mane rabbit,
Interesting.
and then I'll start clearing stuff out. I'm gonna kill this baboon spider right
For sure. In response, it's going to attack some open space.
there. Sounds good. And then exert him there.
And exert him. Okay. Interesting as to why you would do that. But can't reach him. Okay, I'm going to take this Baihu. He's going to come here
Mm-hmm.
and attack the Death Eater for 2.
Alrighty.
In response, my Scorpion will attack for
Sounds
3
good.
to eliminate it.
Sounds good.
Gotta reduce your turns.
Yeah, 25 for life. I feel like I can utilize that. Move and then heavy attack your Bahu for 1.
In response, I'll hit you for 2.
Sounds good.
1.
Erica and a baboon spider.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. Yeah, there's nowhere Erica can go without getting hit by that Scorpion. Nowhere. Got nowhere to go, Sid. Nowhere to go. So here's what I'm gonna do, because I need to at least start plugging away at it. So I'm gonna move Erica here,
Okay.
facing this direction, and I will exert her.
Alrighty.
No more kitties for me.
Let's take away your bonus round. 1, 2. And attack your baboon spider.
Yeah, see, I figured you were either gonna go after the summon or you were gonna go after me directly, hoping that you were gonna take the shot at me to at least let me use my baboon once more, but obviously not the case. 100%.
Looks like full exertion to me. Oh, you
Think-
got your lion mane.
Yeah, I think, the bunny will just sit there and look at you.
Okay.
All right.
It's the next
Next
round.
round. So this is dropping down to 3. This one's dropping down to 2. Jeff, if you're still watching, yeah. Yeah, top draw. Yeah, again. See,
Okay.
another useless card you can't play.
With Idris, I will attack your Bahu for 1.
In response, before it dies, I'll hit you for the 2.
Sounds good. That's 1 kitty off.
That's okay.
This cat
Before I
impressive.
lose the other, I might as well do as much damage to you as possible by hitting you for 2 on that Bayou.
Sounds good.
Brings you down to
19.
ooh,
What are you at?
17.
I will turn my giant scorpion and kill your cat.
Yep. Matter of who wipes out who first. And I'll swift attack you for 1.
Yeah, sounds good. Twist and
We're
switch you
taking
for
the
3.
3. Okay. Now the big question. That brought you down to, sorry?
That brings me down to 18.
18. Yeah, I think pretty much at this point it's game over for me.
As soon as I clear up that last scorpion, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't reach him to bring you down to 1.
Jeff
So,
says this is going to be like a 3-hour game.
no, it's not. It's almost over, Jeff.
You can.
I have no other option. Can what?
You can take out that scorpion, but then you're locking yours down.
There's no way I can take it out. No, not on this round.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. I only have
Yeah.
2 movement, right? I'm not even going to get in that range. The only option I have is either hitting Idris or hitting this Scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
But next round, well, maybe.
To be fair, you can just attack Erica.
I attack myself. Because you're only doing the 3 damage, so I could have 2 rounds on with it.
That is 6 damage right there.
So it's 1, 2. You're moving here to come around because you can't go through that line. See? He is still useful,
no.
right? Yeah. He's still useful. Okay, so just so we're not delaying too much time, I'm going to move here, and I will hit Idris for 3 with the Scorpion.
Alrighty.
To go to next round.
Next round.
It's going to drop to 1. This one goes to 2. Exerts. And top draw for another quicksand that's useless.
Take my Scorpion. 1, 2. Attack yours for 3.
One second on this one. Nope, can't do that. Response to hit yours, or hit you just for 3.
Alrighty. Takes me down to 12. Here we go.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where I go.
Person with mastery of a fire and a tiny tiger girl standing in a corner.
Right? Well, I'm going to be... going to lose it anyway. Tough. What will you do is the big question. What are you going to do? So, going to take Erica, bog myself down for the rest of the round, and hit
For 1.
for 1.
Takes me down to 11.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, my life drop is going to excel very quickly in the forthcoming turns.
So I feel like the smart thing to do is move the Scorpion
And
kill
take out
yours.
mine. Yeah, I kind of figured you were going to go with that route. You might as well not take that extra hit on the next turn by targeting Erica herself.
With yourself being locked there,
Yeah.
I opened up another option for me to move
Oh,
and play Underworld Knowledge.
nice. To
Use
draw
this card.
something that you're not going to be able to play, right? I think that should be round, right?
Yeah, looks like round.
Okay, so this is going to go to 1. We lose. Oh, no,
No,
sorry.
he's still there.
He's still there. I keep thinking that that's a quicksand. This is the one we lose.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes off, and time for my destruction. Oh, draw my useless card. Another quicksand.
Ooh. I'll take my Scorpion and attack you for 3.
Yeah, for 3. Down to 11. Here it comes. I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to take out your Scorpion.
Ooh,
Delay the inevitability.
sounds good. Move up 1 and attack you for 1.
Here comes Slapfest.
Let me in. Alrighty.
Yeah, there's
And then
nothing
hit
else.
you for 3.
F for sure. Down to 7.
Okay.
Useless draw.
Next round.
This quicksand's now gone. Now, for the viewers too, though, the explanation, as you had noticed, all my quicksands are now gone. With how lengthy this this battle went. However, what's still on the field?
And it's still the Mirage Oasis.
Still in Mirage Oasis. Yeah, 100%.
If I had a way to push you over there and then lock you down.
Yeah. Useless draw. Here we go. Oh, that is
Ooh, not.
not.
useless. I drew a healing fire. Use Idris to punch you for 1.
Yep. Down to 6. I don't know if this is even worth it.
Myself, I'm at 10.
You're at 10? Well, I have 2 more rounds to potentially do this, so I'm going to turn 1, spend my last 5 remaining aura, mill 2.
Ooh.
You know what's coming. You're getting hit with the wind slash.
Okay.
For 2 damage, and
For
then I'll
2.
put my basic attack on there for 3.
Alrighty.
It's about the only thing I can do. That exerts me.
Yeah.
Taking 3.
Yep. My Scorpion's gonna hit you for 3.
And this should be it.
Next round.
Yep. I have no evasion in this deck. I drew a Scorpion on my last card.
Another Mirage Oasis.
Yeah. So
Drop back and hit you for 3.
yeah, on the draw. 100%.
There you go.
There you have it. Could have been played out a lot different.
This looks like another perspective on how good giant scorpions are.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't expecting you. I didn't know you were playing them actually. Even after yesterday, yeah, the Scorpion is such an amazing summon, which is why I had put him in. So basically, for our viewers, I should go which way, Richard? Is that? Can you see those?
What are we talking about there?
Oh, I just want to make sure that the camera can see them. This way?
The ones up the front?
Yeah, okay, I can put them in the front. So the breakdown of mine, I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As we spread our deck, so it's a good thing you're getting yours ready for the next one. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 quicksands. 19 quicksands in this timeline. 5 chi, they balance each other out. So on the flip side, for my health gain, I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angels, embraces. I only run 2 healing fires to help my summons out a little bit if need be, but I also gain life off of those as well. Now I was running 6 wind slashes at first, but I found I was drawing too many of them. I don't know, either I just have bad luck with shuffling. For the most part, I feel it. I only run 2 baboon spiders.
So steveo special shuffles.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. For some reason lately, it's just, yeah, bad shuffle. The reason the baboon spiders are, they do a ranged attack of 1, 2 health, only to balance the healing fires out. Now, I was running Holy Wall at first. I was using the Holy Wall yesterday while playing in the tournament to actually protect my summons. It wasn't the greatest idea. It could also protect myself. I felt that making this change, putting the healing fire for the extra life gain, and potentially boosting up the Scorpion.
I feel like a potential 6 health on a summon is better than 1 round of immunity.
Exactly, yeah. And that was the same idea I thought too as well. It's like, why protect them for 1 turn?
Yeah.
Whereas giving them that extra health gain, they can survive in the arena a little bit longer.
Even if there's an angel, that 6 health gain is enough to take it down.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Scorpions for my timeline. And then taking the 2 wind slashes out, I did up the Lion Mane. So I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Lion Manes. So as per the discussion earlier about the ability of quicksand bogging your opponent down, the Scorpions have that amazing awareness, right? And it is a ranged attack. They can stand behind the quicksands or a distance away. You're bogged down, or either that you're locked in because you can't move onto the quicksands or choose not to. The only fear I have with this style of timeline is Axon.
Oh, yeah.
Getting through Axon with this because of the access to Chrono Walker.
Yes.
So Chrono can get you off a quicksand like that, right? So easy. However, tons of these down,
Yeah.
then you just surround your opponent with them, basically. Even if they're summoning.
Yeah.
And that's why this timeline is meant to go first. So I know there's a lot of discrepancy as to what's better, going first in this game or second, right?
Yeah.
My personal opinion on that is it all depends on the timeline.
It really does.
It does really depend on the timeline. But yeah, this one definitely meant to go first. If you can, you want to draw minimal 3 of these on the first hand. If you don't, then there's a little bit more of a struggle. Now with this game, it's like I think I didn't pull until like the 4th, where I got more, and I only drew 2 on the starting hand. See, again, it's like my bad draw, right?
Yeah.
It's like my bad luck.
You saw there with the first or the second turn, you put 2 down, but then I was able to break through on this right side over here.
Yes, yeah. Your advancement too, and that's why it's first turn go on this timeline, because when you're here at the starting position, you drop those 3, you're totally locked in, right? Unless you want to be bogged down for a minimal of 8 rounds, right? So, and even your summons too. So you're going to prevent. They could still summon, but their summons are locked down there as well. So but yeah. Okay, let's look at yours.
And with my deck, we're starting from the bottom. 3, we have 3 Underworld Knowledge for the extra draw. Synergizes again with another balance card. 3 Healing Fires.
Healing Fires,
You gain the life, you play the Underworld Knowledge, get the extra draw. I was running Fire Fiends because it's funny.
They're funny.
Also, it's a low cost card to get an extra turn.
Poker summon, as I call them.
A card I didn't see today was my 3 Oten. Just to dodge, get out of the way, keep myself in a position to stay around my Mirage Oasis without having to be attacked, basically.
Well, Odin has been more or less symbolized as a staple card in any Chaos deck for that evasion, right? So the cost is a little high on it, but it can save you in the long run. However, against this timeline, it wouldn't have saved you if you were locked down, right? So,
going next to the 4s, we have 6 Yamaduda. Yamaduda is always good, low cost, swift beckon. Anytime something dies, you can just throw a Yamaduda there. Does 2 dark damage.
And it's cheap too. It's like 6 aura for it. Does 2 dark damage. 2 for 6.
Another thing that really synergizes with that is the decoy rabbits. Use the decoy rabbits to get out of an attack. They kill the decoy rabbit.
And then you bring Yamaduda back in. I didn't see any of those on the field today.
And we're hitting.
This is the one I liked.
I really needed to make a deck that worked these into in any way, but synergizing again with the Healing Fire, you can play your Death Eaters for 3 life with the Death Touch trigger. I was using it mainly as a desire to counter Scorpions. So a Fireball, a Death Eater, that Scorpion's dead.
It's such a good card. Even though you're losing 3 life on the summon, splashing like the Healing Fires in, any kind of life gain, and especially with Idris, she starts at what, 25 health?
25 health.
You have that little bit extra to sacrifice, right? To get a summon like that on the field with its ability, it's so good. So good. It's unfortunate it doesn't see more play. The health cost is not anything that it's not 100% to completely disregard, but it's a really good just surprise card. It's like throw this 100%.
Kill something around.
Plus, it does the 3 dark damage to begin with. Kills the summon 3 health or less, right? I think we're going to see, hopefully in the near future, especially with Origins coming, in some of the cards I've seen in the Future League that are going to give so much support to Chaos for the Resurrect timelines in the near future. This card 100% would back it up. So hopefully we see in the future more people using it, right? Because right now it's in the current meta, you don't see a lot of it.
You do not see.
You do not, and it's unfortunate, for how good it is. I think personally, it's because people don't want to sacrifice that 3 life. So, like inside the gameplay itself, it's like, yes, your life's a resource, and it can be really helpful. Just to take that 1 or 2 points of damage or whatever, lose that couple of life that you can easily gain back
Yeah.
by other cards, right? So
Another way it synergizes with the goddamn giant scorpions.
yeah, the giant scorpions.
Got 4 giant scorpions in here. I saw 2 today.
You saw 2, yeah, which is one, not a problem.
Not a problem.
In a lot of cases where you only see 1 on the arena, you get 2.
Yeah.
And then it's like it goes from a threat level of maybe 1 or 2 to a 10 after you get 2 on the field. Ever since I started playing the game, by far one of my all-time favorite summons.
It's so good.
So good. 4
So
health,
good.
3 damage, range damage at that. And that awareness. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's so good.
So phenomenal.
Another thing that really synergizes with these 2 cards in particular, if you're facing angels,
Yeah.
you hit that angel with a range attack, you throw down that Death Eater, that angel
And then
is
it's
dead.
dead. Yeah. Oh, 100%.
14 aura, 3 health versus the 25 aura beat stick.
Exactly. Like a lot of times too, against especially the Stone Protector Angel decks, right? Utilizing, like, not even looking at the Death Eater for a second, just 2 scorpions on the field.
Yeah.
Right. With the Stone Protector only having 3 health.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they activate it. You're attacking with 1. Target the angel.
Yeah.
Right, and they're going to activate that stone to get that angel out of the attack awareness. Boom! You hit the stone before it's able to go off. Right.
So good.
It is so good, right? And then on the next, obviously the next round, both of them targeting, or
just
the
kill the
angel's
angel.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
Another card.
Such a good card.
You don't see a lot. Honestly, because of its cheat cost, it's dodge.
Dodge. Yeah.
4 energy for free movement anywhere, any directions, at swift speed. You can use it for an escape. You can use it for extra push forward.
Yeah. The only issue, you can't rotate.
Because
you cannot rotate. You can only advance. So a lot of people that don't know how the actual movement works, one movement is a 90-degree rotation with 1 square.
Mm-hmm.
So but with dodge, it just says you are able to advance.
Mm-hmm.
So which means you can only move into the square without the rotation.
So it is a depreciated word. It has been wholly replaced by move. But if you look at a card like Sidestep, it says you move. You don't get the rotation.
Right. Yeah, no, it is really good. The 4 energy, like Oten being 6, it's a lot better. But the chi, the chi, just to get 1 movement for 7 chi, it's the curve's just not there for it. However, seeing this in a Fong, because it is Thymos. Fong has access to it. She has that 2 energy reduction.
Yeah.
So basically, but even again, the 7 chi slot could be utilized so much more than a dodge, right? But it's a savior card. I would not recommend having a massive amount.
No.
Right. Whereas like stuff like Decoy, Oten, that's only a 3 chi.
Yeah.
Way better. But yeah.
Which another thing, if you look at the art, I didn't realize until very recently, matching it up with the Alpha Scorpion art, you have the giant scorpion in the background now.
You do.
So it fits the deck theme.
It does fit the deck theme. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, there's you can see the tail coming down, right? And
You have
a lot of Easter eggs in the artwork for this game. It's absolutely great.
And then the mainstay of the deck is 15 Mirage Oasis.
15 of them. Yeah, I mean the way it was played out today, definitely really, really good. You ever think of increasing the Mirage though? Because we only actually saw 2 of them.
We only saw 2.
We only utilized 2.
It depends on.
Did you draw more?
I did draw a few more.
You did draw a few more. Just saw no use of using them.
It's actually I started drawing them after I was basically out of aura.
Okay. Yeah, the same with me with the quicksands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was drawing more of them towards the end of the battle, right? So they ended up getting buried.
A big thing is that if I'm having to play aggressive versus a more passive deck like yours, putting them in a position to make you having to completely like go all the way on the outsides, is a little bit more suitable because I want to save the aura for the fireballs
Yeah.
to actually hit you, do that consistent damage, and using the two, putting that scorpion onto that quicksand, having it protected there,
Yeah.
it makes you think twice about going into it. At the end of the game, he was sitting there with 12 health.
Yeah, he was. Even though he was bogged down, and it's just a matter of waiting.
Mhm.
Even having your other summons, like one thing I was surprised you weren't having your summons attack the quicksands to get rid of them quicker. So, which is a thing that people used to do in the past. It's like, okay, I gotta free that up. I gotta get out of there. Let's start, because they're decaying anyway, and it's just gonna speed up the process. Put one or two attacks on the quicksand itself.
Yeah.
To get it off the field quicker, frees up. And like, you weren't attacking the one that scorpion was on, and you just waited it out, right?
Yeah.
It keeps decaying over time, but yeah, it's your positioning on those here and here, like those two spots you put those Mirage, just totally messed me up. 100% stopped me with your advancement. Trying to see where I can go in order to get an attack in, having you bogged down, my quicksands are around you, and it just, it messed up the whole scenario.
It does show you a lot of the strength of power over controlling the center of the board.
Oh yeah,
Like,
clearly.
Having your scorpion having to sit in your back corners, they're losing out on a portion of their awareness.
They are.
So it loses quite a bit of their advantage.
And not being able to get them up to where I had to get them that fast, right? You only have the 2 movement, getting up there, losing part of your awareness, watching out for those mirages. It totally messed up the entire state until I was able to bypass them. Right? So, which is why I was surprised I didn't start seeing more of them dropping around. But at the same time, you're dropping summons too on top of it. And they can affect your summons as well. Right?
Yeah.
So, and you don't want to, sacrifice yours.
Yeah.
From the Mirage, but I think it was really well played. Both timelines.
Yeah.
Forethoughts. If you were to forethought your timeline, what would you put in?
Not 100% sure. I might look into maybe dropping the Scorpion count down, throwing in a Mirage Oasis or two, and switching out some of the dodges for like the Rooks.
Yeah.
To switch into like some sort of blitz. They come in with that 5 health, so they can go in, hit for 4, take themselves down to 4 with the Mirage Oasis, and you're thinking twice about attacking back.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a really good one. For myself, I don't know. I'm not a bigger on the forethoughts. I think bolt shot.
Bolt shots, yes.
Yeah, I think a little bit more firepower with a bolt shot or 2 in this timeline. Maybe dropping the Scorpions down by a couple. So I would have to pull out a line main or 2, or more of the wind slashes to up the damage to a bolt shot. Erica does not have a energy reduction, but to transition this timeline to either Fong or Long, I think wouldn't work.
No,
wouldn't work. Too much aura cost, right?
It does take a lot of aura.
Yeah. But if it was to go, say I would choose Fang for my secondary champion for the timeline. She does have 90 aura, but she has that 2 energy reduction, right? So I think I would switch out a lot of the Scorpions, put more bull shots or something like that in there. And still, because Quicksand's so cheap, it's only 8 aura to play it. So you could run out of it really quick, though, with her.
Yeah, kind of same with this thing. If I were to convert either into Odara or Malik, it wouldn't work. There is a lot of aura. You need a lot of aura. You need that utility of the fireball.
Yeah.
So we've got a question from the chat.
Sure.
On the Origins front, does anyone have any insight if there are better direct card draw spells? Something that gives you a slight card advantage, or not just swapping 2 for 2, comparing only the dedicated set.
On the Origin side.
Yeah, like if there's anything so far that you know that has been spoiled that is a direct card draw.
I don't know of anything that's been spoiled for
Not
it.
spoiled.
For what we're playtesting for draw, I think there's going to be. I think we know
more
some penalties.
Yeah, there's a lot of either penalties for extra draw or an expansion of more expedited draw in other colors.
Yeah.
Rather than just purely Axon.
Yeah. So so far in the game, it seems like most of the draw is strictly for Axon, outside of say like Underworld Knowledge.
Yeah.
Gives Chaos a little bit of draw power there, but yeah, it's mostly like you got Epiphany, right? That's the main one.
Yeah.
Nubia herself, the double draw ability on her. Yeah, just so much Axon draw, but. Epiphany got targeted so much, right? Like, is Epiphany going to get banned? Is it broken, etc., etc., right? I mean, again, this year's championship, how many were actually utilizing
in the actual championship?
Not many.
Not many.
My timeline didn't run it. Now, if I would have brought Raha, which you had seen my Raha build that I was playing, actually ran Epiphany in it, and I think it was a bit stronger build than what I did for Nubia. And it did have to run the Epiphanies because she needed to have as a fighter those resources to move fast and quick, compared to the way I ran Raha at the 2019 championship. I mean, it would have, but we didn't have Epiphany then, so it's like it was a whole different story. I'm excited for the anti-draw coming, if it goes through, like for what we've been playtesting in the Future League, how to stop overdrawing. People from overdrawing, there's going to be penalties to it, which is going to slow Nubia down in a big way.
And there are actually going to be, there's another card coming, not 100% if the name's been finished, but there's penalties for playing multiples of cards. You can prevent that. There's a card that has hand disruption.
Hand disruption.
Yeah, you play a card, and then in response, you can stop that player from playing extras of those cards, either within that round or later on.
Oh, so like you won't be able to play multiple bull shots in one stack. Yeah. As far as that, I mean, you just let it resolve.
Yeah.
Do the next one, right? I don't know if it's going to fully, truly stop it. It's the same with, I think there's one that it does an interruption for the stack. So it's like if a stack starts building, you throw this, you can take an ability from the bottom of the stack and put it on the top, right? you can move stuff within the stack itself. I think a lot of players in this game, though, are gearing towards resolution right away.
Oh, yeah.
You resolve the current action or whatever it may be before you go into the other one, because you let it stack, and in the end it could be your downfall, right? So many a times we've seen this.
You get in the wrong position, you have a giant stack, and then you get hit with the nullify right at the end. All your stuff's gone,
everything's gone,
and all of their stuff's going to go through.
That's right. It's dangerous. I'm finding the higher the stack goes, the more risk you're taking, the more it can be your downfall in the long run. So letting it go that long, but when I'm teaching players, and it's like one thing I told you, right? when teaching you the game, always let resolutions first resolve. Like bull shot, resolve, okay, then go to your next one. Kind of thing. So at any given time, decoy, chrono, whatever, and it just you're wasting resources at that point, right? Could be. But yeah, so Origins, we're gonna see how this works out with Origins. I don't know what's to come. I'm super excited for it.
There's one champion I saw the artwork for, but I didn't catch a name. She's got like black and gold armor. I'm not 100% on what that one.
Point of ears?
I don't know.
Was she healthy looking?
I don't know. I looked at the small artwork that's on the Kickstarter.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, because I know there's the 4 types that are coming, so we're going to be getting vampires, mages, archers, and elves. Right. So those are the 4 coming. In the northern world, up here somewhere. But yeah, it's going to be good. Super excited about the new color combinations to come in Origins, but Still wanting to look. What do you think our next challenges should be?
Ah,
What's the worst card?
The worst card.
the worst card.
No, there's no such thing as a.
I want to see somebody make. No
I had to
Man's
stop
Land.
myself. What's the worst card in Genesis? There is none. Yeah, there's a couple that are really bad, but
Maybe our chat can help us out. What do you want to see the guys, the champions, make work?
I want Steve-O to make No Man's Land work.
you're giving me No Man's Land. All right.
Ooh,
I
another
will,
alteration. You don't see a lot of alteration
No,
builds.
no. However, word has it we're gonna get a considerable amount of new alterations coming up that it's gonna make them more viable.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much as the old ones, but probably these new ones. I think you're gonna see a lot more play in them.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
But you want to give me No Man's Land? Let me see.
Have them build a deck with no staple cards.
No. I'm trying to think of a good card. Tacky.
Tacky?
Yeah, I forget the full name of it. It's on the top of my head, but oh, actually no. Let's go with Elemental Dominance.
Elemental Dominance?
Elemental Dominance.
Okay.
See if you can work a timeline around that one.
Somebody in the chat says Rabbit Tribal.
We've done it.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done Rabbit Tribal. Like full out rabbit decks. Yeah, I've played those timelines. We're trying to. What we really want to focus on is cards that aren't really being noticed or used as much. Whereas we do see like Decoy. Just going through the list of rabbits, you got Decoy Bunny. Well, I call it Decoy Rabbit.
Yeah, the Lion Mane.
The Lion Mane, which we're always using.
The what's it? The Fire Rabbit that does 0 damage.
Again, make note of cards that are useless.
But you combine it with Fire Pillars.
Yeah, Fire Pillar, and there's Fire Hill.
Oh yeah.
Is another one, right? So, and that's why I stopped myself with saying bad cards. Infernal Lashback is another one too, which is you're taking 3 fire damage just to do 2 damage. It's like doesn't make sense, right? But there apparently Sid was trying to argue with me that there is a card combo that can actually work with it to make it a good card, but I don't think it's ever been tackled. But so
No,
I
it's
mean,
chaos.
it is chaos, yeah.
Guess gotta wait till Origins.
You gotta wait till Orange. We'll see. Okay, so the next time we're probably in 2 weeks from now. So it'll give us a couple weeks to work on a new timeline. Actually, in 2 weeks from now we got Christmas.
Okay.
So
do you want to do next week then?
I think a week's too short.
It's too short. We'll probably do maybe 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Then start the cycle from there.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't want to interrupt people's Christmas that's coming up and holidays, whatnot. But yeah, it's definitely a start for a show. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was really fun.
It's really good. Hopefully, it'll give new players some insight on some older stuff.
Yeah.
And coming from 2 champions' brains on how to build new timelines. These are our builds. Make your own adjustments.
Yeah.
Right. Any recommendations that we give you, we state here. Any twists or changes that you can make to make the timelines better too, which are always good. So
we want to see people come out and shake up the meta with cards you've never seen before.
that's right, and that's the whole idea is
Shake.
make things a little bit different. So when playing yesterday in the tournament, though, were people surprised?
There were, yes, definitely a lot of surprises. I was playing Will against his long deck. I'm a big fan of that long deck.
Yeah.
Just having to... He pushes in his summons aggressively, and then the Mirage Oasis, he has to back off.
Yeah.
It takes a lot longer for him to get set up, and then during that time, I'm fireballing, keeping everything weak enough to get taken
Putting
down
pressure on him, more or less, yeah.
Keeping everything weak enough to get killed by the Death Eaters.
Yeah. Which is good. Did you end up beating him?
No. I lost 0-2.
0-2, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't very successful yesterday either with this one, but I think the most common and my favorite response is as soon as I drop that quicksand on the field, they're like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
It's like, "What is that?
What's that?
Can I see that? Can I read it? Do you mind?" And it's like, "Yeah, go for it, read it." And it's like, "Huh? Is that an alpha card?" I'm like, because I was playing alphas, right? It's like, yeah. So yeah, newer players that don't know these cards get to experience it. I really enjoyed playing the tournament yesterday, and you know, teaching people about how these different timelines work. So it's like, I won a couple. Not a lot. I mean, it's like testing them, trying to get used to playing those styles again, outside of the current meta, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, but this is a lot of it's brand new to you, and you're taking on that challenge, which is really awesome, right? So hopefully it influences newer players.
Yeah.
Right. So, but yeah, so this you're watching two champions and a stack of cards. We got a blast doing this, and hopefully you enjoyed.
Yeah.
So I'm Steve the Gamer.
I'm Sydney Williams.
And we're going to say farewell. Thanks for watching, everybody.
See you next time.